Just when fans thought Vanessa Hudgens had stepped out of the spotlight for good, she reappeared with a surprise that no one saw coming. No promo, no press tour. Just one photo and the internet lost it. A simple post, a glowing smile, and a caption that read, "Round 2. But behind that two-word bombshell is a story that's got fans buzzing, not just about babies, but about a transformation that's been quietly unfolding for years. Because this isn't just a sweet announcement, it's a signal that something much bigger is happening, and it all starts here. The post dropped on a quiet Saturday, no build-up, no teaser, just raw emotion. Vanessa Hudgens, standing beside her husband Cole Tucker, wearing a cutout white top and flowing skirt that framed one thing perfectly, her baby bump, the caption. Just 2 words, round 2. And just like that, the internet lit up. In a sea of celebrity announcements that feel calculated and commercial, this one felt real. Vanessa wasn't posing for a magazine spread or staged with a brand deal in sight. She was just beaming, pointing at her belly like a kid with a secret she can't wait to share. Within minutes, comments poured in, from fans, yes, but also from Hollywood's inner circle. Nina Dobrev wrote, "Wow, yes, congratulations," while Jenna Dewan chimed in with, "Oh, congratulations, my love." Even casual fans could feel if this wasn't just happy news, it felt like a chapter opening. But what really stunned people wasn't just the pregnancy, it was the timeline. That's when confusion hit. Round 2. Wait a minute. When was round 1? Turns out Vanessa Hudgens already gave birth to her first child, quietly, privately, in July 22 for no big announcement, no name reveal, not even a paparazzi sighting. It happened completely under the radar, and most fans had no idea. For someone who grew up in front of the camera, this kind of privacy felt almost unrecognizable. But Vanessa didn't post a single photo of the baby, no interviews, no press coverage, nothing. And now she's pregnant again, and only now revealing it. Fans started piecing it together, a few blurry airport shots, a cryptic TikTok. But it wasn't until this announcement that the dots began to connect. And the question became, why so secretive? To understand why this announcement hit so hard, you have to rewind. Vanessa Hudgens and Cole Tucker met in late 2020, a pandemic romance that started with a Zoom meditation session. Seriously, at the time, Vanessa had just come out of a high-profile relationship with actor Austin Butler, and fans weren't sure what to expect next. Cole, he wasn't an actor or he was a rising MLB star with the Pittsburgh Pirates, young, grounded, and far from the Hollywood sign, but their chemistry was instant. By 2021, they were public. By 2022, they were engaged. And in 2023, they tied the knot. A private ceremony, barely any press, just the two of them surrounded by close friends and family. From the start, their relationship felt different. No drama. No headlines, just quiet loyalty. They weren't chasing clout, they were building a life. And now, with 2 babies in 2 years, that life is growing fast. This isn't the Vanessa Hudgens most people remember. For years, she was everywhere. Red carpets, music videos, tabloid headlines. From High School Musical to Coachella Queen, Vanessa embodied that wild, carefree Hollywood energy. She dated Zac Efron. She danced through music festivals. She made headlines just for what she wore on the street. But then, it all stopped. No scandals, no reality show deals, no public meltdowns, just silence. Fans slowly realized she was pulling away, shifting. She stopped living for the spotlight and started living for something else, or maybe someone else. Meeting Cole Tucker seemed to flip a switch. Suddenly, Vanessa wasn't chasing paparazzi moments. She wasn't trying to stay relevant. She was grounded, private, and for the first time in years, peaceful. And when the baby came in 2024, it was clear she didn't want to share everything anymore. But that doesn't mean she's done making statements, because one tiny caption, round 2, just sparked an avalanche of speculation. At first glance, it seemed simple. Round 2, a cute, casual way to say baby number 2 is on the way, right? But fans didn't let it go that easily. Within hours, theories started flooding social media. What exactly was Vanessa hinting at? Some said it was a subtle way of announcing twins. Others were convinced it meant she's making a comeback, maybe a second act in her career. A few even speculated it could be both. Why just round 2, and not baby number 2? Why the triple exclamation marks? Why now? After months of total silence, people began digging. Old interviews, her recent public appearances, tiny details like her skipping out on big Hollywood events or being spotted leaving a studio late at night were suddenly being analyzed like Easter eggs in a Marvel trailer. To some, it wasn't just a pregnancy post. It was a coded message, a signal that something else is coming. But the biggest clues, they may have come from her inner circle. The moment Vanessa hit post, the celebrity comments came flooding in. Nina Dobrev jumped in with, "Wow, yes, congratulations." Jenna Dewan followed with, "Oh, congratulations, my love, sweet, definitely." But also a little too instant. Fans couldn't help but notice these replies weren't just celebratory. They felt prepared. Had Vanessa quietly told her circle weeks ago? Were these comments part of a soft rollout? And more importantly, were they hiding something bigger? One fan pointed out that Nina and Vanessa were recently seen having dinner in LA with a few other high-profile friends. No paparazzi shots, no media coverage, just one grainy Instagram story from a private account. Another follower claimed there was a private gender reveal last month in New York. No photos, but one celeb makeup artist posted a pink balloon emoji with no context. Could it all be connected? Or are fans just reading too far into it? Either way, the vibe is clear. Something's happening behind the scenes, and Vanessa's friends seem to know exactly what it is. On the surface, it looks like Vanessa Hudgens took a step back. Her last major project went live on FOX back in 2019. Since then, no blockbuster roles, no headline-grabbing performances, no music drops. For a star who once dominated teen media, that kind of silence was loud. But here's the thing. Vanessa's never been one to disappear without a plan lately. She's been spotted in low-key meetings around LA agents, producers, vocal coaches, quiet dinners with former co-stars. Rumors are swirling that she's working on something, just not announcing it yet. Some fans believe she's crafting her comeback carefully, choosing roles that reflect her evolution, not her Disney past. Others think she's planning a return to music, this time with a more mature, stripped-down sound. There's even been buzz about a motherhood-focused reality docuseries, not the flashy kind, but something more grounded, like a behind-the-scenes look at fame, family, and identity in a post-Hollywood life. The timing, too perfect to ignore, because if Vanessa's second child is on the way, it just might come hand in hand with her second act. Vanessa Hudgens didn't just drop a pregnancy post. She cracked open a door into a life fans have barely seen. Gone is the girl dancing on red carpets and chasing headlines. In her place is a woman building something quieter, deeper, and far more powerful. A family, a future, and maybe a comeback no one saw coming. She didn't need a press tour. She didn't need a viral moment. Just one photo, one caption, and the world's watching again. Because if there's one thing Vanessa Hudgens has proven, it's this. You don't need to scream to make noise. Sometimes all it takes is a whisper, and the right moment to say round two, and something tells us this is just the beginning.